And we say hello to James Creedon.
Hi, François. Just taking a look at the topic you were touching on at the end of the debate, the Egyptian media, and quite a few pieces in the European press in the last couple of days about the I suppose, crackdown, you could say, on press freedom, how Egyptian media has become a mouthpiece for the military state. This is a piece by Noor Youssef in The Guardian. Just to kind of quickly sum up what he says, he refers to a report released 1 week ago by the Committee to Protect Journalists, which says that more Egyptian journalists are in prison than ever before in terms of records. At least 18 journalists are behind bars at the moment. And there's also the threat of jail, which is being used to censor critical voices. Another point touched on in this piece is for example, popular TV presenters such as Ahmed Musa, who are actually quite willing to admit that they are mouthpieces for the government. I would say anything the military tells me to say out of duty and respect for the institution, he told The Guardian. Another journalist, the website editor of at Al Masri Al Yum, his name is Ahmed Ragab, he says reporters know which topics they have to avoid, so there's also a form of self-censorship. And he refers to events in the Sinai. He said, in the Sinai, rather, no one can really question how well trained the soldiers were that we have thrown in there to face the insurgency in the Sinai. He gives that as an example of self-censorship, a topic you know that you better not address publicly. So that's just an example of some of the issues touched on in that piece, François. But then there's also the issue of foreign journalists, such as this journalist for El País, a newspaper. His name is Ricard Gonzalez. He essentially fled Egypt 4 or 5 days ago, and he has been speaking to the media ever since in Europe. He has said he wants to speak out very vocally about this. No time to say goodbye. That's the headline on the Deutsche Welle website. He says the Spanish authorities told him that he was at risk of imminent arrest. He doesn't know exactly what the charges would have been, but he was strongly advised by the Spanish authorities to leave Egypt. He suspects it might be in relation to a book he wrote about the Muslim Brotherhood, published in March, which was critical both of the Muslim Brotherhood and of the current regime. Also the fact that his newspaper El País is one of the most critical publications in Europe of the current government. So he says that this could be a test. He's worried this could be a test to see how foreign journalists would react to such treatment. And he also says he's surprised, seeing as President Sisi had said it was a mistake to indict foreign journalists, reference, of course, to the Al Jazeera case, and that the next time they should be deported. So is this perhaps a move in that direction through intimidation of some sorts? It could be the case.
All right, many thanks for that, James Creedon. I want to thank our panel once again for joining us. Thank you for being with us here in the France 24 debate.